Hey, hello out there in YouTube land. My name is Larry, and today we're going to be kind of going over a topic that we really need help with, not actually educating you as to how to do it. And I know there's a lot of videos out there on YouTube now that we've looked at, and we're still more confused than ever because there's so many different ways to wire these things up. We've struggled with this one, and it's a Wantai motor, a stepper motor kit. It's running a DB 251205 breakout board, as you see in the image. Then we're running, actually we're showing you one, but it's a 3-axis kit. We have 3 of the drivers. They're DQ 542 MAs, and they're Wantais, as you see on the top of them. And then we're running 3 of the motors, and they are, as you see on the side. Try to zoom in there so you can see the model and type. And then we've got the 5-volt supply. Get that cable out of the way. It goes down to 3 amps. Let's turn it on its side. There you go, a shot of that. Output is 5 volts, 3 amps. Inputs 100 to 240 VAC, 0.5 amps, 50 to 60 hertz. Now let me pop up the top here so you can see that. Probably hard to read, but live and neutral's on the left, ground is in the middle, volts negative, volts positive are the next 2, and adjustment on the end. I think this was the most confusing part for me so far, and I hope somebody can shed some light on what I'm doing wrong. The actual power supply is a S350-36, and it is a Wantai as well, as you see there. Now guys, I've contacted Wantai, and they send me a photo or image of a setup, but all the wires are all scrambled together, way worse than what you see here, and you can't distinguish one from the other ones. I think the Chinese think that we are, I guess you'd say, should be able to read in between the lines, but when it comes to setting these up, it's very easy to make a mistake. So my guess is, my thing is, I'm trying to get somebody out there that's wired these things up before. Give me some better advice on what I've done wrong here. I'll kind of go through the way I've wired it up, but it just does not work, and it may be in the Mach 3 settings, which is what I'm using. But we'll start with the power supply. We're actually using a cable, came off of a cord that we had. We've got it wired in over here. As you see, let me grab a pencil or something here. You've got the white wire coming out of the cord with power 110 coming in. You've got the green wire as a ground, which is on ground here. And of course you got the black wire right here to live. Now we'll go down to, these are the 3 wires that will be running the motors. There's your volt negatives, volt positive. Now I do have a couple other ones hooked up already to go to the other motors, because they seem pretty simple to hook up. That didn't confuse me, it's everything else that confused me. Now coming off of this end of the unit, I've got a blue wire which is coming off of the neutral, and I've got a red wire coming off the live that runs down to the power supply, which feeds voltage into it, I'm assuming. Right here, let's see, here's your blue one. Comes off of the neutral. And there's a red one that comes off the positive side of the live wire on the 350-36 power supply. This one here is just a ground wire that I've got here, but I don't have it attached to anything. You see it just hanging there. On this side, I'm coming out off of this terminal here, which is V-, which is this wire right here. It's running right along here, back into the ground side, or they've got it labeled GRD, and then coming off the 5-volt side, which is this one, got it coming off here, running back over to here, which should be volts positive. So I'm hoping I got that right. Now, it wasn't too hard to understand that I needed to get, you know, these P2, P3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 for the drivers. We'll trace those wires. We're running back over here. It's going to pull minus off of pin 2, pin 3, which is this one. It's running right along here. And it's running to direct minus. I've jumpered, pull positive, or 5 volt, over to direction plus, over to enable. Now, I've seen a lot of videos. You don't need to enable. You don't need voltage to the enable. Well, I've tried it all different ways. I still can't make that work. Well, guys, that's what I'm trying to accomplish. I hope to end up with 3 motors that are running, 3 drivers that are running. But God, if any of y'all can shed any light on this as to what I'm doing, I've tried to show the best video I possibly could. I mean, there's a lot of really good videos out there, but I'm missing something here in this setup. And it sure would be great with all the knowledge out there in YouTube land that somebody could pass on some information that would help me out. I have struggled with this. I'm up in age, retired, but it was a toy, a gadget that I wanted to play with. And I'm sure would like to get this thing working. I'm actually building a CNC router myself. Let me get a shot of that. Got a bunch of junk sitting up on top of it. But we're slowly getting that thing set up. And that's the reason we're trying to get the 3-axis system set up and get this finished up to see if it'll run. So let me get back over here. Again, guys, if any of y'all can shed any light on this situation, or this problem, how to wire this correctly, or maybe what I'm doing wrong, or any advice you can offer, would be greatly appreciated. You know, it's old timer struggle. Y'all younger generation got this down like a stopwatch, but we struggle a lot. I did miss something here. That on the B minus and B plus, if I take these 2 wires on another motor and short them out, the magnet fields do hold. So I'm hoping I got those on the right ones. B minus and B plus on the same series, and the green and black, A minus and A plus. So, I mean, I see so many color codes out there, different wires, different motors, different drivers, different power supplies, different breakout boards. Boy, I've scratched off what little bit of hair I've got on my head. So guys, if you can shed any light on it, please do. Thank y'all for watching.